Hey guys, I got another quick money making guide for you, and it's pretty simple, I'd say, but it does kind of have weird and kind of high requirements. If you don't have them, then this will be a lot slower than what I'm saying, but if you do have them, then you'll be set. So for the requirements, you're going to be ranging or meleeing. I prefer range on this method as opposed to melee, which is weird, but it just seems like range is better than melee for some reason on this. I think it has a weakness to range. So the main requirements for this method is to have a decent high range level. I'd recommend 80 plus so you can use some royal crossbows, and make sure to use the best bolts. So a high range level, and then this gear, you can go welfare like me, or you can go really high like armadillo or whatever you want to do, just range gear. You can also melee. I don't really recommend it. I prefer this, but yeah. Another thing, if you don't have 85 herblore and you don't have the super anti-fire, you're going to have to pray mage and use regular anti-fire, or use an anti-fire and have a shield, so it would cut into the value. You might have to melee if you have that. So another thing, a charming imp does help. It's not needed, but it just gives some more convenience. As for the pots, I use overloads, prayer renewal, and super anti-fire. You can downgrade from this if you want. I do recommend the renewal anyway, and the best anti-fire you can have. And if you don't have an overload, I would just do a range pot and a defense pot. A defense pot does really help. Another thing I recommend for this method, it's not a requirement, but I recommend it, is to have 95 prayer. You can even have 92, but I recommend 95 because you can have the anguish curse, which is pretty much the turmoil range prayer, pretty much. Soul Split really helps in this method. It makes it a lot easier. So bring Shark and Prayer, and these things are also very, very useful. Sign of the Porter, they automatically bank items, and the things that are automatically banked with these are green dehides. So I definitely recommend to use the highest Porter you have from Divination. So higher level, more effective it will be. So what you do is you just wear it, and you'll automatically start banking those items when you pick them up. A Beast of Burden is very, very useful as well. If you have a Pack-Yak, you're set. A Tortoise is also fine. Any Beast of Burden. So to get here, I would use a Ferocious Ring, which you get at 75 Slayer when you do some Curdal tasks. If you don't have it, then get to the waterfall area, then go down and go to the Whirlpool. And if you can't even get in there, do some Barbarian training, and he should let you be able to go down there with the Mythal Dragons. So to start out a trip, teleport with a Ferocious Ring to Curdal, and then you go down the stairs. So here are the things you're going to fight. Brutal green dragons. That's why you need anti-fire. So pot up, and then I put on my Anguish Curse and my Soul Split, and that's about it. And then I'm ready to fight. Just do your range abilities. I don't really know what's the best thresholds and ultimates. I'm not really keen on range, but honestly, you kill them so fast. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Looks like Raptor's getting some kills. So as you can see, they're not automatically banked. You do have to go and pick them up. But the cool thing about Brutal Green Dragons, they drop 2 Green Dragon Hides, which is, that means you get enough Green Dragon Hide to make it like the same price as a debone. So it's very, very cool. So, see, I got 3 kills pretty damn quick. Actually, Raptor helped me a little bit, but, you know, these things are so fast that it really doesn't really matter. Remember, if you have a Pack-Yak, you can use the Winter Storage Scrolls, which would increase the profit a little bit, but I don't really bother with them. The trips are like so fast anyway. So from testing, I do get around 1.5 mil an hour using this method, and it's near 100k range XP an hour. That might be inflated a little bit. I didn't really test it so thoroughly, but it is close to 100k range XP per hour, which is pretty good for a method to make really good money. The charms aren't bad here either. They drop 2 at a time, so it is a really good way of getting gold and greens. They drop those pretty often. So if you continue with this method, you'll easily make a lot of money really, really quick, and also get some range levels in the mix. So by the way, I'm going to be making a loot from 1,000 of these. I know it's a very, very easy to guess what I'm going to get, but I still want to do 1,000 to see what I get in terms of charms and all that. So yeah, I will do that in like probably a few weeks. Yeah, so hope you try this method out if you've never done it before, and hopefully you enjoy it too. So I'll see you guys later.